here in sunny France, ready for a few days at Disneyland Paris. The best part is you can take the train here. You do not have to fly, and that is amazing for me because I don't like flying. We stayed at one of the Marriott's, I think it's called the Vacation Club, and it was cute. They had an outdoor pool, but the weather wasn't good enough to actually use it, which I was really sad about because I absolutely love an outdoor pool, especially with Koa. They did also have an indoor pool, so we used that one. Here's us just having a little pose before we headed to the park for the first day. What I love about Disneyland Paris is that pink entrance, Main Street. It's just so pretty, it's so picturesque, and you can't help but be happy when you're walking down Main Street, USA, just ready for your next adventure. And the castle, I think the castle in Disneyland Magic Kingdom Paris is the most amazing one. I think it was voted the best, and I do actually think it's probably the prettiest Cinderella castle of all the Disneyland parks. So much fun in Disneyland Paris with my little man Koa. So I've been on with my rest of my family this Big Thunder Mountain. Me and Koa went on It's a Small World. Peter Pan's closed today, which I'm really sad. It was closed last time I came. Why is Peter Pan always closed? What's going on? And we're going to try and do the Snow White as well, and Casey Jr. and the boat ride where you go through the different lands. And I kind of want to do the Pirates. I'm not sure if Koa's going to be up for it. We'll see. But first, we hopped on over to Walt Disney Studios. Did you know this has been voted the worst Disney park in the world? I actually quite like it. There isn't loads and loads to do, but I feel like if you're in the age of maybe 8 onwards, there's a bit more to do. For really young kids, there's pretty much nothing here. I love, love, love the parachutes though, the toy soldier parachutes. And of course, it is the home of the Tower of Terror, which is just so iconic. We also went on the Cars road trip. It used to be the backlot tour. I actually preferred it when it was the backlot tour because I feel like it's Walt Disney Studios. I know it's changing to World of Adventure or something, but I love looking at all the movie props, like the Pearl Harbor props and like different movies, you know. And the Cars road trip, it just doesn't have the same vibe. It's good, but it just doesn't have that same backstory that the backlot tour, I think it was called. Anyway, that tour, it just doesn't have the same vibe. I mean, it still has the cool water effects that kind of scared my son. Anyways, we went back to the Disneyland park and I went on the Pirates of the Caribbean with my stepmom. I used to find this ride kind of scary. It's fun to see it as an adult, like it's so not scary at all, but it's really fun. I think it's one of the most fun themed rides in the whole of Disney. I've always wanted to eat at this restaurant. I think it's called Captain Jack's, or I could be imagining that. It goes alongside the Pirates of the Caribbean and looks iconic. There was also this music festival event going on around the park the whole time we were there. So different characters would pop up in different areas of the park and they'd be singing, playing musical instruments, dancing around. It was cute, but one of the things that kind of annoyed me about being there in September was the adults were taken over and we couldn't get a look in with my little son. I couldn't get to the front to see the characters. And now I'm going on Space Mountain. I'm a little bit scared. Last time I went on it, it was really rickety. It's getting a bit old now, this ride. Okay, so I went on Space Mountain. It was still really rickety. I went on it like 2 years ago when we came for Koa's first birthday. It's almost his third birthday now. And they've changed the rest, whatever they call it. The rest right up the wrong way. So even though my shoulders were down, my neck was just going everywhere and it really hurt. So yeah, I think they need to do something to improve that ride. We also went to character breakfast at the Plaza Gardens. I think it was about £45 in English money. I didn't have to pay for my son because he's 2 still for another few weeks. And the best part of travelling to Paris is that I don't have to catch a plane. I can just go back on the train. It's a win-win. Love that. Absolutely love being able to just take a train all the way back to London. Super convenient, and don't have to imagine final destination. Before heading back on the train, we went back to the hotel and had a little play around the grounds. There was loads to do. It had a playground, it's got 2 swimming pools. You could rent bikes for older kids and adults, and yeah, it was just a nice place to stay, and it was a lot more affordable than the Disneyland hotels, which I've stayed in before many times. And yeah, it was just nice to be on the train and still have Wi-Fi.